Ladies and gentlemen, with the storm approaching, we're going to speed up some of the next things, but there are a few things we have to do, and I'd like to introduce Mr. John Bryson from Dog News Australia Publications for an award that he wishes to present.
Ladies and gentlemen, last year Dog News Australia started the inaugural Dog News Awards, and one of the prizes goes to Australia's favourite royal show. This, of course, last year was won by Sydney Royal. This year, I think Sydney Royal's also had another very good year. These awards are put on to recognise all the work that goes on behind the scenes at a dog show, and there is a lot of that goes on behind the scenes that you don't see to make this a really seamless show. These things come from the top, and I know over the last few years Sydney Royal's experienced a lot of good changes, and many of those have been implemented by the chairman, Mr. Wayne Burton. Nobody runs a show of this magnitude to win awards, but when you do win an award, it's proof that you're doing something right. Ladies and gentlemen, Australia's favourite royal show for 2014 goes to Sydney Royal Show. I'd like to present the award to the chairman, Mr. Wayne Burton. Congratulations, Wayne.
Thank you, John, and I guess in particular, thank you to all the exhibitors around Australia, particularly those interstate people who visit and travel each year all this way. Thank you for this award. It's due to you voting. Thank you very much. Now, another very important thing that we must do, we do it every year, and that's to recognise some long-term exhibitors at Sydney Royal Show. We've been started this a few years back, and we're very pleased to be able to introduce today three very successful long-term supporters of Sydney Royal. The first person I'd like to call up is Mrs. Julie Dickinson-Franks. Julie, as a young 12-year-old child, started showing English Cocker Spaniels with her family and had a great deal of success. She branched into Gordon Setters in 1965 and maintained these two gun dog breeds until the early 1980s, when she became interested in Papillon and Chinese crested dogs. She has won multiple all-breed Best in Show, Royal Challenges and Specialties. In 1983, Julie and her late husband acquired their first registered Kelpie, and she has continued her involvement and passion for this breed. Julie is an international all breeds judge, has judged Australia, New Zealand, Asia, and extensively in the UK. She has actively participated in many judges' training programs and is both lecturer and practical examiner. Julie is also a retired director of the Royal New South Wales Canine Council. She has been a strong supporter of Sydney Royal over many years, and the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales is honoured to award her. Julie Dickinson-Franks. There you go. Mr. Rob Ryan, our president.
Ryan, hello, nice to meet you. Well done, well done. There's a little plaque and a badge.
Thank you very much.
I'm remiss of me to not introduce the President of the Royal Agriculturals of New South Wales to present these awards, Mr. Robert Ryan, our President. Please welcome him. Our second long-term exhibitors is a partnership, Mr. Leslie Bradney and Mr. Thomas Tancred. Please welcome them to the ring. Les Bradney and Tom Tancred jointly own the Australian prefixes of Kelsaki and Cozy Vista. Together, they have been successful as breeders and exhibitors for over 40 years. Prior, both partners came from families which were active as breeders, exhibitors and administrators in the world of dogs. The prefixes have produced many champions and Best in Show winners. Tom's mother put the Maltese breed on the map in Australia, and today most major winners in the Maltese breed in Australia trace back to Cozy Vista stock. Les and Tom were one of the original importers of American Cockers to Australia, with one of their imports being the first of this breed to win a Best in Group at a royal show. In the Afghan breed, there are numerous Kilzaki Afghans amongst Best in Show winners. Tom has supported the Sydney Royal and won many major group awards over the years with their Bichon Frise. Both Les and Tom have been exhibiting at the Sydney Royal for over 35 years. Please join me in congratulating them. Our third long-term exhibitor is a lady that I'm sure needs no introduction to the dog world. I welcome Miss Jean Hayes to the ring. Jean has been showing her beloved Scottish Terriers at the Sydney Royal Dog Show for an outstanding 64 years, and in that time has never missed a show. It deserves a significant round of applause. The Flood family started showing in 1945 at the local Illawarra shows. Jean's first Scottie was Terry, a Montrose Marble bred by Jack Maud. In 1951, she entered 3 Scottie Terriers in the Sydney Royal Show: Scotia Serenity, Scotia Shannon Rose and Scotia So Cute. These bitches were placed 2nd, 3rd and 4th from an entry of 50 Scotties. 1955 was the start of winning at the Royal when Jean was awarded Reserve Challenge Bitch with Champion Scotia Socialite. The Flood sisters, Kath, Molly and Jean, earned a reputation for showing solid Scotties which were well prepared, and they won numerously. Jean is the last surviving member of the Flood family. The Floods imported Scotties in 1980 to strengthen their kennels, and in 1982, Jean won both challenges, and her dog went on to win Best Exhibit in Group at the Sydney Royal Show. Jean has won the Strathbogie Trophy at the Royal a record 3 times, in 76, 86 and 87. The Strathbogie Trophy is awarded by the Scottish Terrier Club of New South Wales to acknowledge and reward those breeders who are significant in the breed through their success at Sydney Royal. Jean continues to be an active competitor and continues to win the breed awards at the show. Jean has just imported a new Scottie in partnership, which is yet to appear in the ring. Competitors, watch out, Jean is still competitive. Join me in congratulating Jean Hayes. I would just add at the end that Jean Hayes was also recognised by the Royal Agricultural Society on the Day of Agricultural Excellence by being awarded a champion, an agricultural champion for Sydney Royal. Another great achievement. Of course, a show such as this, as you know, can't survive without our sponsor, and we're very pleased to introduce from Purina ProPlan, Michelle Hugo, representing our wonderful sponsor. Michelle.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today to celebrate the achievements and successes of the last 11 days. I would like to thank all the exhibitors and the competitors and the public for the continued support of the Purina ProPlan Sydney Royal Dog Show. There's been over 190 breeds. 4,500 dogs have competed over the last 11 days. And today it's come down to the #1 dog over that whole entire show. Today is about celebrating people and dogs who are the best at what they do. I've been out here for many days, and I've also kept a close eye on the competition. The passion, the motivation, the dedication, the sportsmanship and the enthusiasm of the exhibitors has been inspiring. Amongst us today we have finalists of the best dogs who are the best dogs in their breeds. The Purina ProPlan Sydney Royal Dog Show is a great opportunity for all of us to educate the public on all the different sorts of purebred dogs that are available to us. It's a great way to educate people on which breed is the best breed that suits their lifestyle if they are considering owning a pet. Purina ProPlan is dedicated to providing dogs and cats the best possible nutrition to help them become their absolute best. Over the last 15 years, Purina has had a fantastic relationship with the RAS, and we have worked closely together to build a prestigious event for the breeder community and also to present a fantastic show for you, the public. This arena that has been built for us is one of the great things that have come out of our relationship, and it's certainly kept us dry over the last 11 days and will continue to do so for the rest of today. None of this would have been possible without a huge amount of great work from a great number of people, as I'm sure you would all understand. Thank you to the Domestic Animals Committee, the judges, the officials, the members of the RAS and the exhibitors for continually building a great Purina ProPlan Sydney Royal Dog Show, the most prestigious event in Australia on the competition calendar. Thank you to Deb Harbin and to her team at the Domestic Animals Committee for helping make our lives easier over the last course of the 11 days. And thank you to the Purina team for your work in making the breeders have a great experience over the last few weeks. I must also thank Katrina Santos. I'm not sure where she is, but I'm immensely grateful to her for all the work that she's done with the RAS in putting this competition together. Thank you to our 3 international judges. I hope you've enjoyed your experience. We've really enjoyed hosting you, and we look forward to you coming back. You've had a very tough time making decisions. Every entry has been of very high calibre, so everyone who made it here today should feel very proud of their achievements. I just have to announce who the winners are of a competition that Purina ran with the exhibitors. The ProPlan Exhibitors Competition, first place is Beverly Barr, and second place is Deanne Lenz. And in the Pro Club Exhibitors Competition, first place is Karen Hill, and second place is Nikki Anastas. So in closing, I just want to remind all of you that 2016 will again be a year that we are going to elevate and escalate this event to an even greater event. Purina gives our heartfelt congratulations to the organisers and to the supporters of this show, and most importantly to the exhibitors and the competitors who have taken part. To the breeders and officials, we look forward to sharing a drink with you straight after these presentations. And thank you to everyone for being here this afternoon, and best of luck to the competitors. Thank you.